Hey guys, welcome back to the His and Hers the Truth podcast. My name is Tuan. This is my beautiful wife.
Sim, great seeing everyone again, and thank you for joining our channel.
Yeah, guys, thank you so much. And just a heads up, right? We
Mhm.
always are releasing a video on Tuesdays and Thursdays,
Mhm.
right? As best as we can, of course, guys.
Yes.
You know, our lives are busy with work and kids and everything like that. But
Yep.
generally, every Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. Pacific time, we
Mhm.
always release a video for you guys. So check that out. And then, like as always, I always want to remind you guys of our upcoming lives. We got one coming up on the
Yep.
25th. It's going to be awesome, guys. We're going to have some new guests on the show, some Asian sisters and brothers that are currently navigating the dating market right now, and
Mhm.
so really good to hear their perspective. And then, of course, kind of like question, challenge, or maybe
Mhm.
hopefully maybe awaken them to kind of what the RP, the truth, what we talk about on this channel all the time,
Yep.
right? And hopefully that'll give them better outcomes as well too.
True.
Okay. But guys, hey, subscribe to the channel, right? Smash that like button, turn on the notification bell,
Ding.
right? Our content's always kind of getting pushed and shadow banned.
Algorithm.
So we really
Mhm.
appreciate that the recent just interaction, guys. All the
Mhm.
comments we really love.
Yep.
Thanks for doing that, right? So please at the end of this video continue to comment and share. And then of
Share.
course one of these days we'll probably shoot another video reacting and
Mhm.
answering all your guys' questions and comments. Okay.
Thank you for showing us love. Thank you guys.
Correct. Hey, so today we're going to be doing another reaction video, guys. And this
Mhm.
one I kind of searched for because I was trying to find a video about, Asian men dating other ethnicities, right?
Mhm.
And specifically black women,
Yeah.
because there's there's this kind of, I guess, stereotype or
Yeah.
trend, I guess, even within the black community where they'll say like black women should date Asian men and vice versa.
Yeah.
And I kind of have my reasons on why they say that, but at
Mhm.
the same time, I want to watch this video and see what this girl's perspective is on it.
Mhm.
The title of the video is "Black Men Are Black Women's Only Option."
Okay.
So,
Let's
and
see.
question mark thoughts, right? So,
Mhm.
let's see what she says.
So I saw this thread with black women saying that they wanted to date outside of their race because they have not had a good experience with black men. Although I see where you ladies are coming from, let me just give my experience dating outside of my race. I dated one Mexican and one Indian man. So first things first, men are going to be men in every single race. It doesn't matter where you go, men are men regardless. Number two, these men are very intentional with their dating.
Okay, so before she gets into number two, what do you think about her number one? Because I think
Mhm.
that was pretty based.
Yeah.
That she's spitting some fire truth right there. So, what do
Mhm.
you think about that statement, honey?
Well, the one that she said she dated a
No,
Mexican
she
man,
she
and
she
then
wanted to
men
react.
are men.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yes, that
doesn't
that
matter.
comment,
Yeah,
yes.
lady, she's like men are men. Doesn't matter where you date or who you date.
Yeah,
We're
so
gonna be men.
guys,
Mm-hmm.
that is so freaking
Straightforward,
like
easy.
very
Mm-hmm.
refreshing to hear from. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
she looks fairly young. She doesn't look
Uh-huh.
like our age, honey, and
Yeah.
she's obviously a fairly attractive black woman too, which
Mm-hmm.
is kind of, guys, I hate to say it, but that's not the stereotype, right? We talk
Mm-hmm.
about, in previous channels, right? Previous videos, I'm sorry, right? Where black women are the highest overweight ethnicity, right?
Yep.
They're the loudest, they're the most obnoxious.
And I told you that's not all the time. Not every
So
black
she's
woman.
definitely the
Okay.
exception to the
There you
rule,
go.
right? And the fact that she's the exception to the rule is probably why she was able to date outside of her ethnicity, right?
Okay.
Because I'll be honest, most and this is kind of a thing that I guess Asian men we need to kind of like realize too.
Mm-hmm.
We have a fairly very strict standard,
Mm-hmm.
right? I want to talk about that in a different video, but
Yeah.
I think sometimes Asian men's standards
Mm-hmm.
are a little too high for what we are.
Yeah.
But anyways, once again, I think
Let's
her
continue.
yeah, we'll do another thing, but that her comment of just every man is the same, guys, 100% true. Every man is looking for the same qualities in women, right?
Mm-hmm.
Regardless of whether we think it or not, right? They try to say we're not looking for. And so the flip is reverse. Every
Mm-hmm.
woman is looking
Looking
for the
similar
same
quality.
men
Yep.
traits, guys.
Doesn't matter.
So it doesn't matter. I want you guys always remember that.
Mm-hmm.
When they say they're looking for a wife, they are looking for a wife. And once they find that, they're not going to waste any time locking you down. If you are what they're looking for, they move fairly quickly and they view marriage as a duty, right? Lastly, black women, if you want to date outside of your race, you need to be disciplined. When they say we're going to the gym at 5:30 in the morning, you better be up at 5 o'clock getting ready. They are not going to deal with the lack of discipline, and what we make black men put up with, they are not going to go for that. So
Okay, so what do you think about those two things, honey?
Yeah.
One, she was saying just, other ethnicities, and she dated a Hispanic man, right? A Latino man, and then obviously an Asian man, Indian man. But I would say Asian man and Indian man are fairly similar in this aspect,
Yeah.
right? She was saying how they're very marriage oriented, meaning that they're really dating with the purpose of,
marriage.
having a serious relationship and finding marriage, right? So that's the first one. And then, of course, the second one saying that these men, non-black men, are more obviously requiring discipline from their woman.
Yeah.
So what do you think about those two things?
Well, these men, if they have potential marriage, in their mind, they're not going to wait. They're not, if they know that you are that wifey material, let me say wifey material, you're disciplined, you treat them well, you're approved by their family, right? Especially with their mom and everything. Trust me, it'll work fast. You don't even got to wait close to a year to get married proposal. You know what I mean? Because that's how most traditional, because from what their traits are, what she's trying to describe is they're pretty traditional. They're not like one of those guys, oh, I'm gonna just play around and sleep with you and bang bang and you're out the door. No, they're looking for a wife material. So she's saying if they are looking for a wife material, they're ready to pull the plug, ready to take you in and do all that stuff. And they're not going to mess around. They don't need you to mess around. They're saying, hey, honey, we need to be out the door by 5:30. Your butt better be looking good, looking sharp, be ready, right, to represent him, to make him look good by 5. Not be out the door by 5:30, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock rolling around and wasting his time. They don't got time for waste because from the way that she's describing a traditional man, okay? And she still look good and young. I'm thinking she's dating someone with somewhat of a status a little bit.
The question in my mind, guys, the first thing that comes to my mind is that it sounds like a perfect fit, right? It sounds like it should have worked. So why did it not work? Right? Let's analyze that real quick, right? If the Hispanic man that she dated and then the Asian man that she dated was these things, right? Where they were, marriage oriented and was ready to commit to her.
I know what other things don't work.
So why? Why didn't it work, honey?
It could be the family, because one is sort of Asian, the other is Hispanic. Most of the time they marry in their race.
Yep. I'm
Second,
sure there was that.
That was that. So if the parents aren't really accepting you, trust me, if it's the son, he will follow the parents, sort of obligate. He's obligated to follow the family. Second, maybe he wasn't high status enough for her. Like, he's not making enough money to take care of her. Why would she want to settle down? She's not trying to be with a broke ass.
Yeah.
If she wants fine things in life, trust me, I want fine things in life. I'm not going to be dating no broke ass. So that's the other second thing I can think of.
No, you hit on the nail. Those are the two things I was going to say. My wife and I are so much on the same page about this because
we're straightforward.
Yeah, so and we know the truth, right? And guys, this is a very Asian related topic that is still current to this day, especially with our Asian brothers, right? So guys, Asian men, we got to understand that it's our life. Right? If you're going to continually be under the shadow of your family, culture, your family thing, you're limiting your options of what women you're going to be able to marry with and be compatible with, right? I've had friends like even our relationship, honey, even though we're both Asians, right? My parents had a very, I guess, issue with me not dating a non-Vietnamese girl. Guys, it's still very common to this day that first generation parents believe that way, right? And so what I'm trying to tell you guys is ultimately at the end of the day, you have to be a man and make your own choice in life. You're the one that's going to have to marry this woman. You're the one that's going to have kids with this woman. You're the one that's going to have to protect and provide her. Screw what your family think. Honestly, it's your marriage. It's your relationship. Now, granted, don't get me wrong. Like, you don't want to go marry a low-value woman and be like, oh, well, I still love her because she's black or white or whatever, non-Asian, right? Or you're
don't try to make a hoe into a housewife.
Yeah, exactly.
It's never going to work out. So
But
that part I can
But the
agree with
point
your
is,
parents.
if you find someone of a different ethnicity that has the women's values high, and she's willing to obviously provide her values to you, in essence, be submissive, loyal to you,
Yep.
and you turn that down because of this cultural
Differences.
ideology, you're gonna freaking fail in this modern dating market,
Yep.
right? Because your pool is already limited as an Asian brother. We talk about this all the time, right? With the stats and why, right? If you guys haven't seen, go check out our videos why I break it down, why Asian men are the least desired, right?
Yep.
And then of course, if you yourself have these own standards and preferences, right? And so you're turning down good women
Yep.
for this, okay?
Then you're
So-
not going to have good women
Correct.
at all to take care of you. So
And
you
then-
can live by yourself.
And then this is the other thing too. You're 100% correct that I don't think these men, these non-black men, were high value enough for
Enough.
her to say, "Hey, I'll put up with these issues."
Yeah.
Right? She's like, "Oh, you want me to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and go work out? You want me to stay skinny for you? You want me to be submissive to you because you're just a traditional man? Because you tell me that you're gonna protect and provide for me? Well, you got to show me." Right? If
Yeah.
you're short, if you're overweight, if you're not making this much money, guys, every woman is gonna do this. Let alone some beautiful black chick. She's gonna. Even our Asian sisters are turning away from us.
Yep.
Okay, I don't have to repeat the stats to you guys, right?
It's plain and simple. If you're not upping your game, okay, if you're not taking care of
can't
yourself,
demand-
your health isn't great, whatever, I don't care how much money or supposed status you have. You need all the above. You
You
got
need
to
it
be
all.
healthy.
You
You
need
need
it
to be
all.
healthy. You need to look like a man who can provide for me. You need to be a man that is taking care of your health, because you know what? If your health is deteriorating, you think I want to sleep with you? No, I won't.
Yeah.
I will not want to sleep with you. So how is that going to be a healthy marriage or healthy family?
Mm-hmm.
Because your kids are going to look at that, be like, my mom and dad aren't sleeping together because, my dad isn't taking care,
Yeah,
care of his health, or vice versa.
It's
my
obvious,
mom
guys.
isn't. It's obvious.
It's obvious, guys. When you guys go to a function, a gathering, a social
know?
event, and you guys see a couple where the dad, the dude is out of shape, and
Yeah.
all he has is money, right? You can see that the woman, even though she's with him, right?
Yeah.
She's not aroused by him. She's
No.
not freaking desiring him.
She's not even trying to be sitting
Yeah,
close.
yeah.
And we know we're
We
around a
see
lot
it
of people
all the time with
We're around so
other
many people.
parents, other freaking people in social gatherings, guys. And everyone can tell. It's like, who's got the hot wife, who's got the freaking the husband who's at least tall, kept himself together,
Yeah.
right? Outgoing, makes money. You can see it in any social gathering, right? And you can tell who's better. I hate to say it, but there are winners and there's losers, right? And so, same thing, guys. We cannot rely on just our Asian cultural standards
Yep.
protecting us anymore, right? You can't just say, "Oh, well, I'm a traditional man. Trust me, woman. I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to die for you. I'm willing to provide for you. I'm willing to
You need
just
all the
make
above.
money for you." Well, they want you to be good looking. They want you to be in shape. They want you to dress nice. They want you to have vibe. They want you to have riz. They want you to have game, right? You gotta have all those things. Otherwise, the modern woman, they have options now, guys. Social media,
Swipe,
everyone's in their
swipe,
DMs. Everyone
swipe,
on dating apps. They see it on social media. They go out to functions now. Everything is accessible to everyone nowadays. And right, so if you guys don't step up, you guys don't wake up and see what the game is right now, is you're going to be playing like with one hand tied behind your back, for lack of better words, right? So like I said, sometimes you have to analyze, like, even as beautiful as she was, right? Like, why did it not work, right?
I already told you the two main reasons.
Yeah, I guarantee you had a family thing. And so this is the thing. Asian men, when you're weak and you're not willing to step up to your and say, whether that's your dad, whether that's your mom that's saying you can't date outside your race, then what do you think the woman's gonna do?
Yeah.
Okay, so shoot, he's not gonna stand up for me, and the reason why he's not standing up for me is just because of my ethnicity.
Yep.
She's gonna be like, why am I staying with you? Even though if I love you, even if you treat me right, why am I gonna stay? You're literally just, you're a bitch. You're literally just listening to your mom and dad, right? You're not a man yet.
They are not living your life. You guys are living your life. You are creating that family. You're creating that legacy. You're continuing your lineage, your bloodline. So you think your mom and dad's going to continue that bloodline for you?
Yeah,
No.
Both of our parents, both of
My
our parents
moms
are
are fine.
elderly and they
Yeah.
can't take care of us anymore.
Yeah.
They're not going to be around forever, guys. So what's going to happen when that time comes? You're going to freaking still like, "Hey, dad, what's your advice with women?"
Well-
Like, come on, man. Like, you got to learn this journey. You got to learn the truth. You got to get better yourself.
If you're going to be in that sheltered and live life underneath your parents, feet, I would say feet, because you don't have balls to stand up to them, and you're going to live, in their shadows, and then just trying to live off their money, well, then you know what? Sorry to say, you're a loser.
Yeah.
You're a loser. If you cannot provide for your own damn family and you have to rely on your parents' money, you're a freaking damn loser. I'm going to say that right now, loser. Because for a man to be strong and act as a pillar for a house, you have to be strong. For a woman,
Well,
to actually respect you.
What is the L word that we always say men need to be?
Yeah.
What's the L word, honey?
I don't know.
Leader.
Leaders.
Right?
Yes.
How can you be a leader if you're underneath someone's ruling, someone's guidance or advice, right? If you're still listening to your parents as a grown ass man, how are you the leader?
Yep.
So, Asian men, this is a huge part of why we're not desired.
Wake up.
Right? Women desire leadership, right? And if you don't want to be the leader, you still want to listen to your, Asian culture and your parents and stuff like that, then don't expect women to be freaking attracted to you.
Yeah. It doesn't matter what kind of, it's not an ethnicity thing. It's not whatever else or where your background comes. It's your attitude. If your attitude suck and you're just not standing up for your woman, if she's doing the right thing, she's doing all the right things. She's in shape. She's taking care of herself and she loves you and respects you. But your mom or whoever else your family's involved and just look down or walk or just try to step on her and treat her like a slave. Well, guess what? Girl, leave that. Because you know what? He doesn't have balls to take care of you. You don't need that kind of man. And I would agree to that. Get someone better who actually respects you. Because you know what? A man that doesn't respect his wife when she's doing all the right thing. Okay, I'm not talking about the hose to turn into a housewife. I'm talking about a good woman and she's treating you and she's, doing everything right and you still treat her like dirt. You know what, girl? Leave. Because you know what? It isn't worth your time. Because you know what? Life is short. And for a man, you better wake up. Because if you're going to live underneath someone's shadows and underneath someone's feet, I don't care if it's your parents or your family, they're not the one who's taking care of you or paying your damn bills. You need to grow up, pay your own damn bills, make your own damn money, and take care of your family and have kids because you know what? Those are your legacy. Because I don't care how much money you have. You don't have kids or legacy, you're done. You're dead. Just like Paul Allen. There is no legacy. So, done.
No, 100%. I'm going to leave it on that because that was freaking fire, honey. So, yeah, guys, right? Be a leader. Be the man. The woman will follow. Woman will respect you. Woman will be aroused and attracted by you. Okay. All right, guys. Talk to you guys next time.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Join us as we give you guys a glimpse into our lives, give you guys advice, hopefully give you guys entertainment value as well, too, and provide you guys better outcomes.
Yes.